and welcome back to the series It Means Everything, where we go back to the first club of some of our England players. Today we're at Blackheath FC, which is where Theo Dan started his rugby journey from under-6s right through to under-16 level. Theo, who's the son of Romanian parents, played most of his early rugby as centre. He only actually made the change to hooker when he joined Saracens at 16.
An England debut for Theo Dan, the Saracen.
Travelling as one of the least experienced players at the World Cup last year, Theo has now smashed his way to 9 caps and even scored in the World Cup bronze final against Argentina.
As he kicks clear here, but it's been charged down by Theo Dan. It sits up for him, and England have replied.
Today we're back at the place that shaped Theo as the rugby player he is today, and to find out more about the club that inspired him on his rugby journey. This is It Means Everything.
Hi guys, it's Theo Dan here. Just finished the captain's run here at Murrayfield. Just wanted to wish all the guys at Blackheath the best of luck for this weekend against their game against Plymouth Albion. I love my time at the club, so go on boys.
Well, someone who spotted Theo's talent from a young age was one of his former coaches, Tim Harmer. Now Tim, when was it when you first sort of clapped eyes on him, and could you tell then that there was something special there?
Well, we all started under 6s, and of course it's just getting out and about and getting the kids to run around. Really, he came to the fore around about under 9s, under 10s, where we had a great side, and he suddenly became a little bit bigger than everybody else and a lot faster. What was interesting is that as we went into the juniors, Theo became more of a pivotal role in the side. He was a utility back, fly half or a centre. But then it became a bit more apparent that as we were going through these sort of festivals, that the mutterings went on that is Theo playing today, because we're going to do really well. I certainly remember the days where coming into sort of under 14s, under 15s, that there was something different about him. I remember one time that he was playing outside centre, and he tackled somebody, and everybody in the crowd winced. And it was that ferocity and the drive, and then he quickly went and mauled the ball, got the ball, and got the ball back to us, and I think we went on to score. When I see him out in the park, I see him actually doing what he used to do when he was 16, 15, and making a difference. And so I'm thrilled for him, really thrilled for him.
Theo's a very humble guy. Like, he's really, really lovely. And I think sort of in the later years, I sort of realised he was just a standout in the team, and he just sort of really elevated our side. He used to cause a lot of trouble for other teams.
Blackheath has such a rich history, doesn't it? Can you just kind of give me a bit of an overview of how far back this club goes?
So where we were formed in 1858, we are the oldest open rugby club in the world. We're very, very proud to say that. We were founders of the FA and also the RFU, and in fact we're actually Blackheath Football Club, and there's not many of us around that actually can say that, so we keep that title. It's very, very special to us. Our strapline is where club rugby started, and how good is it to say that? There's lots of other people around who, they may claim they're older, but we're the first open club, and we've been going since 1858, and hopefully with the purchase of our ground we will be sustainable, and we'll be here to give it to our children and their grandchildren. So it's a lovely privilege and an honour carrying it on, yes. This is our new home. We love the Rectory Field. It's where we played a lot of it's a very historic ground, but this is now our future. So we're just about to purchase this ground, and we're really excited about it. It's a fantastic opportunity where for the first time in our 165-year history, we actually can say we own our club. Here enabled us to be sustainable, to do things that we need to do to monetarise it, and to keep, I suppose, Tier 3 rugby going. It's £250,000 it costs us to put those guys on the pitch. So it's very important that we can raise the money and keep it sustainable. Then we are volunteers. Here we've probably got 4 or 5 employees, but the rest of us do what we do because we love our game, and this is our future.
Well, Pam, I've been told, and quote by quote, What Pam doesn't know doesn't matter. So you seem to be someone that wears many hats at this club. Tell me how you first got involved.
Well, I first started coming to actually watch the club at Rectory Field. And then when we moved here, I decided to put my hand up for a bit more volunteering, so I got involved in the social media side of things. Then I became chair of the supporters club, and now I look after all of the media and communications for Blackheath Rugby. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but there's a lot of people that do a lot of things, and I'm a little cog in a big wheel.
At clubs like community clubs like this, it's so important to have that big volunteer base, isn't it? And you've got some really special people involved, you being one of them. How important is it that people do throw their hat in the ring and want to get involved?
It's hugely important. Sports clubs as a whole only survive because of the volunteers, and this club is no exception. You know, we've got some amazing people who do everything from coming in on a Wednesday morning to help clean the place, picking up litter, that type of stuff, right through to people who are now we're going through the purchase of the freehold, and we've got people that are doing that as well. So you've got the whole range of volunteers, and really anybody can volunteer. And it's really important that you put your hand up, because you want to come and see a game on a Saturday, and it's not just Saturday that these things happen. You know, it's everything behind the scenes as well.
So I'm here twice a week helping the groundsmen get the place ready for today's match, obviously. Well, we're standing in Albert Patrick Avenue, as you can see, and my quote to my troops when I was in the job was go, to go and catch the robbers or the burglars or whoever. And then on the team, on the wall of the clubhouse, as you can see, my mugshot's up there. I'm not quite sure, I'm not the most handsome of persons in the club, but it just basically, I think it's a reward for all my time. You know, I've been at the sharp end of rugby at this club for a hell of a long time.
Well, I'm joined by club captain Ed. Now, Ed, tell me a bit about what's it been like this season. How's it all been going?
Yeah, very good actually. We had a great start. I think we won the first 4 from 6 games. Obviously, getting promoted last season to the league after having a year out down in National 2. Then a mixed sort of mid-season, but we've won our last 2 games. Last game was against Chinner, who were top of the league, so that was a good scalp at home. For some reason, we've been struggling with our home matches, but winning all our away fixtures. So let's hope we continue today. What's
kind of then the hopes and ambitions, not just for the rest of the season, but looking further afield into the future?
I think Blackheath, with its history, and we like to think that we'd be towards the top of National 1. That's where we have been historically. We had a blip for the last 2 years, but we're back in the league and hopefully back competing for the foreseeable.
The outreach programme here is really impressive, isn't it? And it's just grown and grown. Tell me a bit more about it.
Yeah, it was set up 2 years ago to bring rugby into schools. Schools that either weren't doing it or needed some additional support. And we go to the local schools around here. Initially it's offered for free, and we would go into the schools and do tag rugby for years 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this year we are hoping to go into schools to bring rugby into about 3,000 kids. Hopefully to then spark an interest in rugby, you know, and they can come to Blackheath if that's what they wanted to, or go to a different club, or play contact, play tag, play touch, anything really. Those involved with rugby know how important our community is and how supportive we are. And the position of the Blackheath Rugby Club, you know, some of the schools around, definitely it's not first sport for those kids, or, you know, in their family home. It's quite a football-centric part of the world. So it's lovely to have them come in, and, you know, we've got a bar here, there's music on at half-time, and it just, hopefully for them, feels like the community, you know. It definitely is for all of us involved with rugby. We know how it feels. So, yeah, hopefully they have a good day today and the sun's shining, thankfully. Bring it on.
Tell me about what the women's and girls section looks like at Blackheath at the moment.
So we have one team, we are developing a second team. We have a very strong squad at the moment. We play in Championship 2. We've been established at the club for, this is our 38th season. It's one of the earlier clubs that was set up. Certainly the girls that set up the section helped with the early setting up of the Women's Rugby World Cup and hosting it over here. And they played against one of the warm-up matches against New Zealand back when it was first set up. So yes, we've got a lot of our own history as well. Maxine Edwards, played for us and also played for England.
Well, Jake, 200 appearances for the club. It's pretty special. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's a bit surreal, to be honest. I kind of still feel like I'm a little kid come straight out of uni, and somehow 9 years later and I've got 200 caps. But yeah, it's a good feeling. Just literally playing with my mates every weekend, so can't really ask much more.
Once you're a member of Blackheath, you're always, once a clubman, always a clubman. And players come back, like we have old players coming back every week, contacting us from all over the world virtually, and it's really nice. Nobody forgets their time at Blackheath.
This is a place where club rugby started. Blackheath FC really celebrates rugby at all levels, from kids getting a rugby ball in their hand for the first time as part of the community outreach programme, right through to the men in the first team pulling on that red and black jersey. This is a club that's been around for 160 years, and it's all hinged upon a core group of volunteers and people that call the club their own to ensure there's an equally as promising future ahead. This is It Means Everything.